Well, hi, Carolyn.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi. Maybe you could start by telling me how old you are and how long you've been in Lander.
Okay, I am 64, and we've been in Lander, or in Fremont County, since 1974.
Okay.
We're at the fort for 2 years, and then we came in to Lander in 76.
I know you're very athletic. Maybe you can share with me what some of your athletic passions are.
Well, when I first moved here, downhill skiing was my passion. I skied in high school on the teams and just loved it. Downhill skiing, water skiing. Phil got way into running. He started doing marathons in 80. And so I started doing marathons. And I think I've done 7 or 8. And I was walking every day, and then I started running. And I've been running for years, lots of races. And then my girls were on the cross-country ski team, so I took up cross-country skiing because in order to watch them, you have to get back on the course.
That's so true.
And I just love it. It's just a great sport. And so I've been really involved with that. And then we took up biking as we got older, and our knees are no longer as good as they used to be.
Yeah.
So I just love to be outside.
Yeah, for the record, you look like a 25-year-old out there when I see you skiing.
Oh.
Like, I'll never catch up with you. You look like a
baloney.
professional skier out there.
Yeah,
you really
right.
do. Yeah. How long have you been working out at Elemental?
2004 is
2004.
when I started working out there. And I did that because, I ran and I walked and I did all this stuff, and I didn't lose any weight. And I thought, okay, what is with this? My metabolism was staying the same. And somebody suggested that. And, I never really did anything for upper body strength except cross-country skiing. I thought, well, it'll help that. So I started going, and it's a good way to get me there, because it's hard to motivate yourself to go do that on your own or at your house.
Yeah, especially when you love to be outside so much.
Right.
So it's been 9 years that you've been working with Steve?
And it just helps so much.
How has that helped?
I just think the upper body strength in the core is so great. And running and walking does some of that. But it's interesting how you use different muscles when you run versus walking and biking. I realized my upper body was not as strong as it could be.
Yeah.
And for cross-country skiing, where you really can use your arms to get you through, I thought, this is something I need to do.
So you've noticed a difference then?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Do you train once or twice a week with him, or?
Well, I have been doing just once a week, but right now I'm just coming off a stem cell transplant. So I asked him if we could go twice a week through November, and then I'll go back to once a week, and then I'll do a class or go in on my own. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma December 8th last year, and it's actually confirmed on January 2nd, but I was undergoing tests. That is a bone marrow cancer. There is no cure for it, but they've come so far, and the stem cell transplant, they go in and kill all your bone marrow, and then they put your own stem cells back in, and they hope to keep it at bay for many, many, many years. And the research has been wonderful, and they've come out with lots of different drugs in the last 6 years to treat this. So hopefully, if it does come back, they'll have a cure for it, or be able to treat it like a chronic disease. So that's what we're banking on. I had the stem cell September 12th. I was down in Colorado. They told me I'd be there for 30 to 45 days after the transplant, and I was home in 24.
Give me 5 for that. That is so awesome, and no surprise to me, by the way.
You never know how you're going to do, but I really came through well.
Yeah, I'm so happy to hear it.
Yeah, it was quite the ordeal.
Yeah.
But, my goal is to never see this again, and just keep my own level of activity that I want to do.
What has changed? Has anything changed in your life?
No, nothing. Other than I have to be careful in crowds right now until my immune system gets built back up. But I'm back walking, and I'm hiking, and I'm working out at the gym. I can't road bike yet because when you get a stem cell transplant, they wipe out all your immunizations.
Right.
So road rash can be very bad for tetanus.
Okay.
And so I don't know what my tetanus titer is right now, and so the doctor just asked me not to go road biking for a while.
Well, I just have to say on camera that you've always been an inspiration to me and so many women and people in this community. And then the way that you've handled this multiple myeloma, and I mean, it's just, you're even more inspiring than ever. Seriously.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
amazing, yeah. And we're all pulling for you.
I know that. I mean, it's been wonderful. The outpouring has just been amazing to me.
It's wonderful.
But my goal is to beat this completely.
Yeah.
So
I put my money on you that you will. What about goals as far as upcoming? Like, I know you do ski races and ski events. Do you have anything? What's the next thing that you have planned in terms of events?
Well, when I was diagnosed with this last December, I had been signed up for the Boulder Mountain Tour, which is a 32-kilometer ski race in Sun Valley. And I backed out of that because I had just started some chemo treatment, and I hadn't been able to get myself prepared for it. So my goal, as soon as I heard this and had to back out of that, my goal was to do it this year. So that is my goal in February. I think it's February 1st this year, to do that race and to do a couple other ski races. There's a classic race in January. That all depends on if we get snow and whether I can do it. So those are my goals for the ski season. And then my biking goals will be to do some long distance. I did ride the Little Red this year, and I don't know if we'll do it. All of us will do it again next year, but we'll do something.
Yeah, that's great. Steve said to ask you about your 5-year plan for racing.
I have.
Have you thought 5 years out yet?
I haven't thought 5 years out, but I intend to do exactly what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And I have been racing, and my goals, it's not racing to beat everybody else because I'm not there. But my goal is to always to try and improve on myself as far as my times. And times are variable because the conditions are so variable.
Yeah.
But I just want to feel good about my races.
Yeah.
And feel strong when I do them. So I assume my 5-year goal will be exactly the same.
Yeah.
I will be in a different age group too, so maybe I can move up too.
Yeah. Carolyn, what motivates you?
I would say staying in shape and being physically healthy, and which sounds funny when I'm dealing with cancer, but cancer just, who knows if you're going to get it or not. I just feel very strongly about staying strong. I've always been an athlete from when I was little also, and I just love being outside. So I think motivation is just being able to be healthy and be outside.
Yeah, that's great. What do you have can you share any advice or any tips for others who are watching this who are maybe not fit or wanting to get fit and just having a hard time making that first step?
I guess I would say, and I've said it to friends and family, a lot of people say, I just don't have time. And I remember when my kids were little, I would get up at 5:30 in the morning and go run the Tomato Loop, or meet somebody to walk with me, because I had to be home for them. So I guess it's your choice on whether you want to get fit or not. So you have to make that first step. And then I think it becomes kind of an addictive habit. You love being outside. You feel better when you do something when you first get. So I guess I would tell people to just start trying to do it. When I started to run, I thought, oh no, I'm not. In fact, I quit the college ski team, downhill ski team, because I had to run 5 miles a day. And then when I moved here, I started doing that, once, twice a day. So I guess I started running the downhill sections of the Tomato Loop, and before I knew it, I was running the whole thing. Yeah. So I just, if you want to do it, you'll do it.
Yeah, that's great advice. Well, thanks so much for your time and for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.